From Terror Vision is Copperhead, the snake movie from 1983. It's a shot-on-video film, and it was one that I thought I had seen before. I can't remember exactly what I'm getting mixed up with, but I will forever search for that other snake movie. But Copperhead was a snake movie that was quite interesting. Very low budget, very amateurish in certain facets, but overall, kind of fun and enjoyable flick. You got to follow this family who feel a little bit off, almost on edge. They have a reason to be on edge because they have a hoard of gold and they are just biding out their time before they can go and spend their ill-gotten gains. Now, where they got this money from will be revealed through the film, but for the most part, you just kind of feel like they've been up to something not quite legitimate. And that's why they're hiding out here in this backwoods town, in this small, dilapidated building, and amongst what seems like a nest of snakes as they come crawling out of every crevice all throughout the film. And there's also one of those antagonistic families where there's really nobody to like here. They just seem horribly insecure and self-centred people throughout the film. There is a neighbour next door who is a nature lover, who paints art of all the wonderful animals, who likes to treat everything fairly. And that, do you know what? Just rubs the family up the wrong way. They take an instant dislike to him, in fact, to anybody else who happens to stumble even close to their house.
I'll take you off at the neck, by God, if you so much as even think about drawing that pistol. Get us peace, Jerry.
There seems to be a snake problem here. There seems to be a vast amount of copperhead snakes that are wriggling and slithering their way towards this creepy family. If you like snake action, if you like to see them stalk, hunt, sneak into places and attack people, overwhelming them with sheer numbers, then you're going to like Copperhead when it gets to the final third of the film, because that's where a lot of the action is. Up until then, it's more about this antagonistic family building up their bad will so that we know that their comeuppance that is coming pretty soon will be deserved. And yeah, I liked it. There is a hell of a lot of snakes in this film. There is also a rather neat story here as well. It's one where it could have used a bigger budget just to flesh things out a little bit more, add a little bit more into the film just to increase the production. Unfortunately, they don't have that, but they do enough to keep a decent storyline running through it. Now, there is a final third twist and a reveal, which is one of those tell, don't show items where they kind of give you all the information after the fact and you have to piece it together then. Piece it together, it's thrown in your face. But even that, I still kind of liked. It kind of rationalised everything, because for the most part in this one, there is an underlying current of something supernatural, of karma coming back to these bad people in the form of nature looking to take its vengeance against this horrible family, which I kind of liked. Now, like I said, it's a low-budget film. It doesn't have the biggest production values, and that's fine. You know, they use the best with what they have. They kind of take the story, they tie it down to a runaway family in a dilapidated home. They've got that, bingo. They need to have a couple of neighbours, but they're in the middle of the wilderness. They can drip feed them in throughout the film. But it's all about the snake action for me. And when it comes in the final third, it's terrific. Hell of a lot of them, hell of a lot of snakes biting people. What more could you possibly want? As much as this wasn't the film that I thought it was going to be, I really did enjoy Copperhead. I thought it was a nice and interesting short and video film, one of the better looking ones I have seen, one of the better acting ones, which I suppose isn't saying much, and one that delivered a really good story, more importantly. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at some of the extras. Here we are in the disc for Copperhead. Let's go to the bonus features. First up, we have a new interview with writer-director Leland Payton, which runs at 12 minutes 30 seconds. He's talking about the film, the making of it, financing it, getting the crew together, the kind of film stock they used. Then we have a new interview with the producer, Crystal Payton, the director's wife, which runs at 12 minutes 45 seconds. She talks about working on the film. She talks about previous careers she had, including being a quilt hustler, which I'm going to let you watch the extras to figure out exactly what that is. Then we have an interview with actor Ross Payton, the son of the producer and director, who starred as a small child in the film. And this is 9 minutes 45 seconds. Then we have a feature-length commentary with mother, father and son. Then we have a video commentary with Leland and Crystal, which runs at 28 minutes 23 seconds and is basically them watching the film on a remastered digital copy and just kind of chit-chatting through parts of it. Then we have a feature-length commentary with the Mixed Six, which is Ross Payton again and two of his friends from a podcast. Then we have the isolated score, storyboards, script and press materials. And then we have a surprise bonus lost film, Motorhome from Hell. Then we have a commentary for that, a second commentary for that film, the trailer for Motorhome from Hell, which is all about a motorhome that's possessed by a demon. Then we have some press materials, a TV promo, and that's us back to the start. A great deal of extras. It's rather impressive what they've crammed onto this disc, and that is all the extras for Copperhead. There we have it. Copperhead out on television. I would say pick it up if you're a fan of shot and video films. It's one of the better ones I have seen in that vein. I'd love to know your thoughts on this film and any other major snake films that you can think of, because there's something out there from the 80s that I need to revisit, and I'm damned if I can think what it is. So drop me a comment in the comment box below, maybe hint me towards that film. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.